Testing 1 2 1 2. Oh, he was having a party. Shit. Wait. Now, how do I do that again? There's a way to do this. Right. Hello, pray for ye. Right, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just getting my entire life set up again, ready for this, so if you'll bear with me a hot minute, we'll hopefully get some, I'll get everything configured ready for tonight. Oh, bloody hell. Right, okay, let's get that put round to there. Samsung Dex is on its way to being spun up. There we go. Right, let's get that on charge, that can be charging. Okay. We're not doing that, are we? Where are we? Where do I need to be? I need to have, I think, the YouTube comment section. Perhaps on here. Let's put YouTube. Let's put YouTube on there. Pray for you, Basin and Dave Riley. Hello, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are we all doing today? And then I'll get the sim dash up on here. Great news. Yeah, that working? It sure is. See how we're doing, guys. Where are we tonight? We're in Mexico. I think I mentioned, didn't I? I think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it was Mexico. All good, mate. Cheers. Stepping on comms. No, good. No problem at all, Basin. Yeah, no. Again, yeah, so, sorry. We've got, Mick, again, I think is flying back from, England, actually. He's flying home to Spain tonight, and, he was unsure if he'd make it in time and stuff, so I've just said to him, like, look, mate, just take the night off, just chill out, doing a flight and come back at silly o'clock is a bit of a rough idea, so take the time off. So yeah, it'll be me again tonight, just me, but I'm sure that once Mick gets back into the swing of things, we're back onto him kind of hosting the commentary, and I'll be again being on the analytics side of thing once more. So. But yeah, no problem at all, Basin. Oh, how do I fucking send a message on Discord? Oh, that's how I do it. Do. Right. Bwom, 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 bwom. Jesus Christ, my fucking... Let's have a bit of a look. What the hell's seems to have been on. appreciate we're still waiting for a few people to come into the stream, and also the fucking what's it called, and the lobby. So yeah, I mean, we're not going ahead if only 5 people are turned up. If we are, I'm just going to join the race on controller and come in. Where are we? How many? We got 12 people checked in. But again, I know that we're not massively high numbers here. But we've got, I think, only how many full-time drivers? Sorry, maybe 17 full-time drivers. Appreciate the love, Basin. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the love in the chat. Thank you. Anyway, so I'll give the shit. What's today's gonna drop my phone? The people that are in the stream, you are gonna have an advantage here anyway. Let me pull up some information for you all on this track in terms of the main details, such as, you know, tyre wear and Looney Man, let's go. He's very positive, Looney Man. I appreciate the positivity, mate. Let's go indeed. So I'll pull up some information for you all. Where's it gone? So Mexico. Here you go then. So 36 laps of the race. It's recommended, by the way, that those that are not running traction control run 1.5 laps over on fuel, and I'd go even higher than that if you are running traction control, because it uses more fuel. Essentially in this rate as well, that the softs will do about 5 laps and then die. I mean, they're barely usable. Softs will do maybe 5 laps. So realistically speaking, you're talking medium hard or hard medium in some form or other when it comes to your strategy wise. I think it kind of depends. Obviously there could be a hint of rain, who knows. Again, I think if rain's the case, it's almost recommended that you go onto the hards for as long as you damn well can, and saying, I don't think the mediums will be as happy. Again, I think towards the tyre wear wise, the hards will do maybe 20 laps. So it is actually difficult on tyre wear, this is. You know, you're kind of at the limit of tyre wear on both compounds, no matter what you're doing. So yeah, it's going to be difficult for sure. Just checking the information here. Oh, the hards will do. No, sorry, they'll do more than that, won't they? They're going to do. Okay, they could probably do maybe 25 laps. The hards can, but they'll be only usable for sort of the first 20. I think after that they'll probably drop off and then become, well, less useful, basically. Evening, Prof. Hello, welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you. How the hell do I reply to a message on stupid fucking Discord on my console? Reply to PGR bot. No, I want to reply to me. Oh, fucking no. Oh, whatever, I'll send a message you. Oh, Speechy and Calvin. Yeah, Calvin, are you new, mate? Do you mind letting us know if you're new, Calvin, to the... Are you a new bod? I think you are, aren't you? Hello, Speechy, as well. I think I mentioned to you already, but I'm just checking. I believe... was under the impression that Calvin was a new bod. Is he a new bod, people? Can we get some confirmation about how new Calvin is? Calvin, let's have a look. 1 minute. Any information I can give back here? He is indeed, as far as I'm aware, he's new. Okay, so Calvin, in terms of welcome to PGR, again, I mean, I appreciate that you've joined what is basically halfway through a tier, but don't let that disappoint you. I think, you know, what car are you in for this, mate? You're in the Alpine. Joined Apex last week, won by 10 seconds, I believe, and got put up here. Yeah, that does happen, mate. So congrats on the win last week, and I hope you enjoy the elite tier. Again, there's less people. I think partially there's a few reasons why, but next season, next game, there won't be as many. We're hoping there'll be kind of a better numbers across the tiers. And you know, I know you're not aware, Calvin, but I'm actually one of the Masters drivers on the top tier division that got cancelled due to lack of numbers as well. So totally understand the reason. You know, totally understand that. You know, it isn't just your tier. You know, we're doing what we can as a league to make it entertaining as possible. You have to bear in mind as well that, you know, we've got basically could be 80 drivers all trying to race on a Tuesday, that all have to be put into a certain tier, and without feeling like they're too quick for one tier and then too slow for another, you know, and that's just a bit of a problem, really. So it does happen, but no, welcome. Please do feel free to continue watching the stream. I'll be providing insights, obviously doing commentary over the race as well. I'll be doing insights on strategy details, kind of any kind of obviously general commentary shit. You are free to ask questions in the chat. I do have it next to me, so I can see it. So yeah, just feel free to, you know, enjoy tonight as well. Egolf, hello Egolf. How are we doing? Egolf, are you in here? No, you're not. Egolf, are you just in my chat, Egolf, to watch, or are you actually in here to race? I apologise if I'm being too short there on that. Just watching. Oh well, I appreciate the love, Egolf. Thank you so much for tuning in, mate. I appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. Thank you. Rooting for my Riley. Yeah. Yeah. How much of a my? Oh no! It's too late now. Too late, Golf. You just said my Riley, mate. There's an ownership level there that now needs to be addressed by health and safety officers and human resources. So. Yeah. No, well, quite. You've it clearly become personal. I don't know if Dave's in the chat. Dave, are you going to sort this out, mate? This is not. This is of genuine concern. I know, Mason. Oh, I know. Isn't it cute? Isn't it? Isn't it sweet? He loves me. Well, clearly he does. Yeah, you go, my lips. Hey, Golf, mate. They're sealed around Dave Riley's bell end. That's where they are, mate. Clearly, after what I've just seen on that. So, you know, you guys are. They are indeed sealed. Gay. Sealed around his dick, yeah. Yep. Gay. Yep. There you go, look, you see. Absolutely perfect. 11 people in chat. 11 people already in the tier. I know one of them is me on my phone, I'll admit, but, you know, 10 viewers. Hello. Only for men. Well, I mean, I think that's essentially the entirety of the entirety of the PGR server. I think realistically speaking, it is for everybody. We are, you know, it is all. We're all for men. Nivea. Yeah, Nivea just for men. There you go, Golf. Yeah. Absolutely. Readying up. We're going in. It is showtime. So, to be interesting to see. I mean, it's been the last time when was I last at Mexico? This was last time I was at Mexico, far to the south where the cactus grow. I'll have a look actually. When was I last at Mexico in PGR? Let me check my past streams. That doesn't look like Mexico to me. That doesn't. Legacy. A couple of weeks ago I was at Mexico. Was it a dry session at all? That's not someone I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to look at my stream, not bloody Tim the Tapman's stream. So we did have a dry quali. Let's have a look then. So pole time on a one-shot quali was a 13.6 by Mr. PGR Stocker. I was a 14.3 in a one shot, so full dry. You're kind of looking at the, I think a really good lap will probably be sort of mid 14s. I think I don't know how the pace is relative. Maybe more like a 15 in terms of like for this division. But don't let that discourage you. I'm just seeing, I think someone should be in chat. Purchasing blocks of white powder, that's the I was Mexico. Yeah, well, I think almost by the... I think... I keep on forgetting if the Mexicans work by the kilo or by the pound. So... I don't know if anyone... Is anybody serving a qualifying ban tonight? I don't think so. Yeah, ego speech, yeah. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, you know it. Right, let me get all my... No, I was going to call you about. Okay, thanks, mate. I'm just getting my, kind of, whatever it's called, my sim dash up to kind of get people's names all set up. So... We've got Profi in the Alpine, Andre in the... it's a V-carb, isn't it? Yeah. And we've got Prof, Aston Martin. We then have Arbeg Dory in the McLaren. We've got Calvin in the Alpine, who's kindly left his UDP data on, so I haven't got to do any work for that one. Thank you, mate. Who else in the Haas alongside Mystery? Royal Rumble is in there, and then we've got in the Mercedes, Bason's in the Mercedes, Looney Man is in the other Aston, Alligator in the and then in the other V-carb, and then we've got Riley in the fellow Mercedes. So let's have a look. Let me get my controller out now and see where we are with everything. I don't know who's actually is who is. What am I doing? Why am I controlling that by my phone? Oh, am I controlling... Oh! I shouldn't really be doing that, really, should I? Need to maybe unplug that from there, so I have got to deal with that problem. Track map, full map, telemetry enabled. And then detail. Calvin on the mediums for his first lap. Calvin, if I were you, I'd probably not use them. It is always beneficial to just kind of maybe use 2 or 3 sets of softs, because of the softs are so little used in the race that it's almost irrelevant in this game. Admittedly, in the last game, I agree that keeping a spare of softs. Oh, Calvin, is he first out on the track? Fucking hell, isn't he just? Is he here? He is. Oh no, he's not. Royal Rumble. I think actually he's first one out on track. 28-1 in the first set to Mr. Royal Rumble. We'll stay on board with him. As the all over place, a shitload of overtake used in the first sector there. So let's have a look. 28-1, 28-7 for Alligator. Let's have a look what Calvin's doing. Calvin's about to come across the first sector split as well and set a 28-0. So a decent first sector there for Calvin, considering he's on the medium tyres. So nice and quick. Royal Rumble now coming into the third sector. Second split, sorry, 28-3 in the middle sector. Turned in nicely. He's decently conservative, but he's using enough of the road. Fastest man in the first sector is still Calvin. So on the medium tyres, he's done really well. He's actually faster than Arbeg Dory in the first sector as well. So I wonder if he must have maybe exhausted all of his tyres. But as our Royal Rumble sets a 15 2:08. I think that's going to get wiped off the floor by Calvin so far based on his pace. A little bit deep in the into the stadium section, but no harm done. As our Big Dory's tyres finally start waking up in the middle sector splits, this will be faster. 15 dead. I think our Big Dory will probably be touching the 14s here. There is a car in front of him, but I don't think he'll have a problem with that. As the Mercedes crosses the line, it's F1 Riley 15.2, 14.4. Our Big Dory, awesome lap. So already up there with unbelievable lap. That's top tier pace, that is, mate. Really good job. Someone appears to have stopped. I think it's Riley. He must be probably taking 5 minutes, realising what the fuck happened there with our Big Dory. No, he's come to give Basin a tow. Bason's not on a lap either. Bason's boxed. So no, he's not boxed, but he's doing a charge lap here. So Riley, right idea, wrong time. But you know, Mercedes guys do a decent job. Starting to learn. I'm not yawning because of this. I'm yawning because I'm tired. You know, so I wouldn't call this boring so far. We haven't just started, but I mean, Jesus Christ, our Big Dory 14.4. That is super quick first lap. That is, and I believe he was by himself. I mean, again, he's got no teammate. Maverick is not racing, as far as I'm aware. So you know, he is not. He is alone. Who else did he win a lap? Whose speech he's invalidated? Looney Man nice and deep into turn 1, but again, no ABS for Looney Man, so don't know if he's running any traction control though. It's still on board with Looney Man. Oh, whoopsie daisy, pressed the wrong button there. 28.7 in the first. Don't know how good that is, to be honest. That's a bit too deep though from the Aston Martin. You really should be touching that inside curb and almost getting grass on your tyres on the left hand side there. This is an easy flat. Should be using a bit more road than that really to kind of get as much, you know, almost maximise the track as much as you can. That's a better line. How he does the stadium section again. This is the ABS users having a field day with that one. You know, myself and Looney Man, not ABS runners, and we've got, you know, loads of lock-up on the front left, so not surprising there at all. Looney Man's going to come across the line with a relatively poor 16.2, so he's got a long way to go in order to catch up to the cars in front. Alligator coming now down into turn 1. Let's have a look how he's using. So he's not straddling the curb as much as I'd expect him to, but again, a little bit too much rotation on the nose there, but the car's turning in pretty nicely. Decent use of the bumps, nice and wide on the exit. Very respectable first sector there. Getting a tow, I think, off an Alpine, but that's not a problem because the Alpine was out of the way. 28.3 in the first sector, so a decent first split. Gets the car rotated in nicely there. Nice use of the exit curb as well, nice and wide out. Gets it double apex nicely positioned there. See how much curb he wants to take going into the medium speed left, almost touching the grass on the inside. Yes, he does. This should be easy flat in these conditions in quali. Let's see if he keeps that throttle level pinned. Just about, but a bit of an upshift to 7th, which will bog him down slightly, but decent through the second sector split. 27.8 in the middle sector. Turned in nicely. A little bit of understeer on the nose of the RB, but no harm done. Again, look at the amount of lock he's able to put on there. The car not happy in low speed corners, but seems pretty stable in high speed. Coming through the final corner now. Where's he going to put it? 15.3. It's P6 so far. 10th and a half off the car in front. 5,000th second faster than Mystery. As he's yielded, I think he needs to really get out the way of this Mercedes to avoid a ban. I think none of the Mercedes, no one so far having any problems. Pray for ye, I didn't realise you got this the next lap invalidated when he was doing on one of his laps, so not helpful at all. But a few drivers invalidating either on their out laps or on their in laps. Is our Big Dory about to start another lap? Yes, he is, so Now, I believe, I forgot actually, I think was that 15.0 that Calvin set, was that on a medium or a soft? Because that's actually who I want to be on board with. I think it was actually, yeah, it was on a medium. Bloody hell, he's using all the curbs. He's committed so far from Calvin. Nice use of the lines here. Nice and flat out through the S section using all the road. This is very committed so far, but again, no battery left. So let's see what he does. He has matched Arbeck-Dory in the first. I think he might be slightly quicker in the first two sectors than Arbeck-Dory. Let's see if he gets the car. Looks slightly happier on these soft tyres. Gets it rotating to final corner. Opens the gas. Let's have a look then. Going to try and keep it to the inside. It's a fantastic lap. 14.2. Calvin put Arbeck-Dory in his place, who's currently Arbeck-Dory is not. He's have to yield. Arbeck-Dory's not happy, so he's have to going to recharge and go again. But Calvin doing a great job in this qualifying session so far. 14.2 is unbelievable pace. So awesome speed there from Calvin, who's really put it to Arbeck-Dory, who I think actually has the most poles. Actually, be quite good to know who has the most poles in this division thus far. I'll pull the companion up and have a bit of a look. How do I do that? Can I do that here? Statistics, sort by poles. Arbeck-Dory with 3 poles. So Arbeck-Dory is the pole man here. Lee Webb, Alligator Maverick and Konski, the only people who have also put it on pole before. So, you know, Arbeck-Dory is the man when it comes to, you know, pole positions in this tier. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic lap from Calvin. He'll be happy with that one. Arbeck-Dory is trying to improve. Again, these tyres, again, he's only done a lap and a couple of laps, so there's not going to be any problems, really. A little bit too much rotation there on the McLaren. He hasn't really done that right. There is going to be a car in his way, but I don't think that will cause any harm. But yeah, he's just not as happy. Arbeck-Dory, he's given up again. So Arbeck-Dory probably seeing the chance to box here, but Calvin, on his second race of PGR, first race in the elite tier, currently has just given Arbeck-Dory the biggest fuck you I've ever seen in my life, going 2/10 faster. So absolutely brilliant pace from the Alpine driver. As he comes into the pit lane, we're also on a lap so far. F1 Riley, he's on an in lap, I believe. Prof, he's starting his lap, I believe. He gets it turned in nicely to turn one. A little bit of under rotation on the front right, but decent first complex there. Let's see how he does. He's doing a lot of overtake here, but not a problem. 28.2 in the first. He's a couple of tenths up on his previous best. Gets it turned in nicely here. Trying to keep it clean, I think, here. Nice use of the curve on the exit. Turned in nicely. Bit of under rotation, but no harm done again. He's got a lot of battery saved, which would be beneficial for the last sector here. Gets it chucked in. That's a much better line there from Prof. That's really the right line he should be using. Again, this is an easy flat. Touch the curbs all the way here. Just go out as far wide as you dare. Look all the overtake he's running. Fantastic use of the lines so far. 4/10 up. So this will be knocking at the door of Arbeck-Dory, maybe on the back of Calvin, but I don't know. Gets it turned in nicely, but a bit too much of the curbs there. He might cost himself some time. But car looks happy. At least rotating nicely. It's not going to be pole, but it is going to be P3, only just slower than Arbeck-Dory. So 14.4.02 slower than Arbeck-Dory's time. So nice and close. Cordado is on a lap as well. He's going to, I think, should be able to improve slightly more. He'll probably jump F1 Riley, I think, after this lap. But it's been a nice lap so far from Andre. Let's have a look. Traction control working overside there on the exit, but gets it turned. It's not going to be pole again, but it is going to be P4, 14.5. So they've got times are starting to close up now. I think Looney Man is the one that, and Basin need to get the finger out here. So Looney Man, so on board with him now. Gets it turned in. Have a look how his first comp. It was like 28.2, I think, was the kind of a respectable first sector split here. So Looney Man here must be running a lot of wings, because that's 4/10 down on some of the other times we've seen so far. So a lot of work to be done here from Looney Man. See how it does on the exit. Good use of the road though, but let's see if he speeds up at all. Again, nice amount of curb. This should be flat out for anybody going through this complex now. Absolutely, Aston looks positive. It seems to be rotating nicely. Very nice middle sector here. He's obviously going to be knocking on the doors of the sort of the second half of the top 10. Someone's just improved on a time. I think it was Mystery, I think, maybe? No, it's not Mystery, is it? No, it was Pray For Ye, I think, actually, was the one that improved. The Looney Man crosses the line, goes to P9, so he's still got a second to gain to Calvin's time. I keep on thinking Arbeck Dory's the one who's on pole, but I've got to remember he's not. It's not Arbeck Dory. Has Arbeck Dory retired from the session? Has he crashed? Who's on lap with him? Who's out on track? Arbeck Dory in the wall at such an interesting place. Why there? Pray For Ye sadly has actually been invalidated, but what a place to bin it. That seems unlikely. I mean, there must be a problem with Arbeck Dory. I'll just double check he's okay. That's quite the place to have an accident, that is, Arbeck Dory. So I wonder if there's any kind of comment about it in... I think he either got really tail happy or binned it, but that's a super weird place to have an accident. No comment for Arbeck Dory just yet, but, you know, currently still P2, so, you know, it's not a bad place to be at the moment as Prof on an out lap. Pray For Ye, he's going to start his lap again. Has he got enough fuel to get to the end of this lap? I don't actually know, to be honest. Has he got enough fuel to the end of this lap? Can't tell. Fuel light's flashing already, so it might be pretty close at the end here as Pray For Ye gets it turned in. Nice use of the curb into turn 1. Nice use of the curve through the whole of the first sector, actually. Nice use on the exit as well. So this is where Arbeck Dory was in the wall, but it seems like a really weird place to be in the wall where Arbeck Dory was parked. So, respectable first sector as well from Pray For Ye. Nice use of the curbs, but he's going to be careful here because it's... Oh, no! And the traction control system working overtime. As you can tell, he lost it. And he's just planting his foot, hoping the car will work, and it's just not going to be A for him, so... He's given up. That's it. I think he must have realised he's run out of fuel, has he, I think? Anybody out on track? Has anyone got any comment from Arbeck Dory about why he decided to have... Let me have a look. Arbeck Dory, where is he on here? Just ask Arbeck Dory what happened in the chat, in the elite chat, and see what gets said. Who is actually on a lap? Prof. Prof's on a lap. Prof is on a lap. This will be his I think this will be his last lap. So unless he makes a boo-boo, then he'll be going around again. But Prof on a lap here. Almost matches his first sector, but it could be just a better use of ERS. It's not a problem. Much more attacking in this lap so far. Look at the turn in there. Nice use of overtake on exits. This is a decent lap so far. Let's just see how he does going through into the middle complex. Really using all the road there. Nice use of the curbs. Had to lift a little bit. Maybe felt the car begin to shudder through the curbs, but let's check this second sector split as the Haas gets out of the way. He is up, so he should be on this point able to beat Arbeck Dory's time and take the maybe P2, who knows, maybe P1 if he gets this sector nailed down. Nice rotation there. Is it going to be enough for P1? I think unlikely, but let's have a look. 14.2, and he's just slower. It's not enough. Not enough, but he'll be happy with that one for sure. P2 for Prop, so great lap so far. Alligator down into turn 1 here. He's in none, so Alligator, I believe, is... Alligator does have enough time to go round again. If you are listening, Alligator, you can go round again. Let's have a look. Who else is on a lap right now? Anybody started one yet? Is that Calvin? Calvin starting his lap. This is obviously the current provisional pole sitter about to start his lap, so... Really interesting. Good use of the curb into turn 1. Look at the commitment he's running there. He's putting everything at it and he runs to the line. Awesome use of the road there. He seems to be really well versed when it comes to his use of track limits. So fantastic. First man into, I think, actually into the sub 20, the sub 28. So he's rapid in the first sector. Good use of the road on the outside, purple first. This is a fantastic lap so far. No, and he's overcommitted. And he's commentator's curse. Got to be careful not to reset here, Calvin. Do not reset. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Commentator's curse may be for you, but be happy with where you are at the moment. Is anybody coming across the line as we speak? That's an Aston Martin. Prof takes home P2. Who's coming through the final? Next man is Looney Man. Looney Man's up? Looney Man is 4/10 up. That was apparently a purple Miller sector for Looney Man. So let's see how he does here. Apparently 4/10 will take him up. Fucked it too much throttle and touch grass. Got high 13s too, says Arbeg Dory. Have a look. Yeah, too much throttle, high 13s too in the tank. Fuck. Yeah. Looney Man comes home to P7. Who else has crossed to the line? I think that's the first Mercedes of Riley. P5. Second Mercedes of Basin. Up to P9. Decent lap. Who else is coming round? Is that Calvin in the pit lane? Yes, it is. Andre, he's given up on his time. The two Haas drivers, wherever they are. Mystery in the Royal Rumbles in the pit. Anybody going to improve? Speechy? Do you feel like Speechy doesn't feel like improving either? There's a car coming at some speed behind That's Alligator. Speechy, there is a car behind you on a lap. Don't get in his way. You're currently not in the way at the moment. Oh, I think he's not going to be in his way there. He's not going to be causing any problems, I don't think. He's out of the way. Wouldn't really call that impeding, to be honest, and cross the line. P8 for Alligator, so I think that's everybody done. Yeah, so I can't believe it, Arbeg Dory, man. What happened there? Did you touch grass for the first time? Is that what happened? But yeah, unbelievable. Calvin, and again, he was up. Calvin had more pace in the tank, so I think if I'm being honest, I believe that there might be an element of I'm under your skin, mate, between Calvin and Arbeg Dory, but Calvin is the one who takes home the pole. First mistake of the season. Yep. Well, it's what it cost you. Well done to Calvin, taking home pole position on his maiden elite race. So well played. Yeah, I could see you were, Calvin. Well done on the pole, though, mate. Well done. I could see that you were up. It was a fantastic first sector, and you just got a little bit too maybe, I don't know if the word is complacent on the exit, but here's your grid then. So Calvin takes home pole position with a 14.2, which was actually not his best lap. He was on for maybe a high 13 as well. Prof 14.2 as well. Arbeg Dory 14.4, Andre 14.5, then a 0.7 for Riley, and then 8 for Mystery. Looney Man with a 0.9, followed by Alligator also on a 0.9, then into 15.1 for Speechy, 0.2 for Basin, 0.2 again for Pray for Ye, Royal Rumble at the back in a 15.4. So yeah, up he goes again, lol, says Basin. Yeah, well, congratulations and welcome to the Champions tier, Calvin. Sora was up, pushing on really bad at set to 3. Yeah, no, it happens to the best of us, mate. Don't worry. Well done on the pole. Nice job. Can someone let me know if there's any kind of rain in sight or anything for this race? I haven't actually seen, but someone could kind of message me, like the weather or something, or put a photo into the chat. That'd be great. Is it just dry to the end, or what am I dealing with here in this commentary? Do I need to kind of focus on strategy a bit more, or what? Dry. Full dry for the race. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, well, okay, so realistically speaking at this point then, it is up to you know, everyone's discretion about which compound is the one to use. The answer is not the softs. The answer is the mediums and the hards. Just depends on when. The undercut is pretty powerful here. The hards will do easily 20 laps. So I think I expect drivers will be in maybe around like lap 14, I suspect. Or when they'll be joining in on from getting rid of their mediums. The mediums after that, at that point, will be really tired actually. The mediums will be yeah, sort of 15 laps in, they'll probably be asking you to retire them and put them up for the night. So a lot of people clearly working with strategy at the moment. Obviously the game is doing a great job of not showing me fuck all. There should be a formation lap, I believe. It is. And everyone's on the mediums except Royal Rumble, who's on the hards. So this is a big strap then. Royal Rumble will be taking the approach of you know, do all the racing at the end. Everyone's had enough. So let's see. This is interesting. Every single driver takes the mediums except Royal Rumble. But again, if you finish this race, you are finishing 12th. That is a message for everybody. I know that Calvin, this is only your second race, but if you finish the race, you will be getting points. Everybody gets points finishing a race in PGR. It's to promote people not retiring halfway through because they got a bit bored and a bit pissed off. So I'm going to have a sip of water real quick whilst I'm doing this. Right, okay then. So here we are to queue up now, and a lot of weaving going on from the front guys. Quick check here. Yeah, I mean that's mad, isn't it? I mean, I'm just looking here at the tyre wear. I mean, you know, Calvin already burned up 1% of his tyres on that formation lap. I can't really see it for everybody, but I know that. Yeah, I can't really see it for everyone. I think there's only a couple of people I actually see it for, but 2%. So actually, a couple of the guys at the back really have been using their tyres a lot more. But here we go. I'll jump on board, actually. I'll jump on the line with Calvin. Here we go, then. Lights out and away we go. Decent start for Calvin. A lot of wheel spin on the exit, though. A lot of wheel spin generally. Let's have a look. No one's bothered about going for a move up the inside of Calvin at turn 1. Everybody seems to be jostling. Anybody going deep into turn 1? So they're 3 abreast behind. Press the wrong fucking button again. A lot of... Oh, there's been a spin as Looney Man put his nose in, but again, oh, someone stopped, but I think everyone... I mean, I say he got through cleanly is not the right term, but, you know, didn't get ruined as everyone's gone deep behind. Oh, fucking hell. Open lobby vibes here at the start of this race. But I think everybody got through without any damage, which is good. So I think Speechy... lost out badly there, and I think I know that Looney Man got tags on Riley's inside wheel at the start of the race, but I think Dave Riley needs to try and catch back up to that leading group, as we're already end of the first lap here so far. I forgot how fast this bloody lap is sometimes. Jesus wept. So as Calvin, actually, Prof, I realised Prof, oh no, Prof was in front of Big Dory. I was good, but I was thinking, you know, sorry. Big Dory going for the P2 that was his. I'm sure that this would be a good scrap between these three. I mean, these three were on fire in terms of the pace. See if anyone's doing any charging. Prof not bothered about coming back at him right now. Everybody kind of filters through pretty cleanly. I think the gaps are all pretty sane. Yep, no one going for any moves right now. Royal Rumble, all he has to do for the first phase of this race is just stay with the leading bunch. That's all he needs to do. His race will come later, so no threat here as Speechy gets the move done on... Is Speechy running damage? Yes, he is. That's a big shame for Speechy. So Speechy's already picked up wing damage, which is disappointing for him this early on in the race. I think at the moment it might be helping him in terms of straight line speed, but I'm sure that that's a delicate lot of understeer for that Ferrari. You can actually see its attitude is not happy here. So Speechy, yeah, it's a shame to see the wing damage already, mate, but just stay with him. I'm sure Royal Rumble, and she got a lot of pace though, mate, at the moment. It's a shame, really. Oh, he's all over the back of Rumble already. I mean, you know, just about nearly actually saw a move on Royal Rumble, and I'm sure Speechy will be able to get a run on him here. Let's stay on board as Big Dory takes fast lap of the race. Actually, he's has to change for the lead. It will be in a minute. Yeah, look at this. So Calvin is probably going to have to yield his lead here. Let's have a look at this first. Calvin thinking about, no, he's doing a bit of charging at the end of the race as Big Dory doesn't go for a move into turn 1, but has kind of pushed him through. No harm done there. Speechy takes the move on the inside of Royal Rumble. Alligator filters through as well. Royal Rumble Preening up the rear as there's been a contact between the two cars as they're both in the wall. Both of them have got damage. VSC deployed as a lot of shit went down there. It's the wrong kind of safety car for both of these drivers. Only a VSC, not a full course safety car, so they will both need to pit, as that's the huge lock up there from Royal Rumble. Just yeah, it's going to be a wing change for you both, and yeah, wing change for both drivers here. If can I view the damage? I can view it on Alligator, actually. Alligator's wing is severely injured, 93% on the front of that. On the 93% damage to the front left part of the wing of that RB. So 100% VSC is the problem there, as it's been unlifted now. So these two drivers will be pitting for a new wing, I'm sure, as Royal Rumble's race has been a little bit upset here by that damage. Again, he's on the hard tyres, so this will be a two-stop race for him now. Those mediums will go. He can two-stop this. He can go medium for sure. Speechy has done a decent job of staying in this battle, actually. I'll check Speechy's damage. So Speechy's got 40% damage to the front right hand side of his wing, so he'll definitely be feeling the pain there for sure. So yeah, he'll be feeling the pain there. But again, let's see how long he tries to take on as Royal Rumble and Alligator finally pit for their replacement wings. Have they both set change wing to yes? I sure hope. Alligator hasn't. Alligator has not set change wing to yes, so the game, annoyingly, this is the problem with it. You didn't set change wing to yes, so the game won't change it for you. So Alligator, annoyingly now, has got to do another lap with a damaged nose. So, really upsetting there for the RB driver. But again, I'm sure he'll be able to bring it back, get a new wing on. This race isn't over yet, mate, as there's been contact. Mystery's in the wall as he's really lit those rears up. He's not happy with this, is he? But Mystery carries on. But it's just sadly just a yellow, so no full safety car, no reset for any of the drivers. That's our big Dory. Still not interested in going by, which is interesting, as Andre actually now is the fastest man. F1 Riley going by. He's actually had a decent first stint. F1 Riley was 1.5 seconds off of the next car in front of him at the start of this race, following the contact with Looney Man. So for Riley to be able to catch up and then go past Looney Man and then Prof, and still basically be in DRS to the cars in front, he should be able to catch back up here. I think Calvin's just monitoring the situation. Calvin's monitoring the pace. There's no need to be pushing like hell for no reason here. It's a bit difficult to get away from DRS. Alligator serves his second. Comes in again for his second pit stop of the day already. He annoyingly actually could be at risk of being lapped here, which is a real shame. I'm assuming they're going to have a front wing from this time. They are. So new front wing for Alligator, which is nice, as everybody's coming at the same touch now, as Calvin, fastest man in the middle sector still. Dave Riley has not caught them yet, so he hasn't done what I expected he'd do and got into DRS, as Calvin won't lap Alligator. Alligator will be safe for the time being. Yeah, really massive shame for Alligator to be, nearly a lap down, 6 laps into the race, 5 laps for him. Yeah, real shame. The Haas drivers as a group have both had their, I don't know if it was an accident by Mystery or it was just his own issue, but massive shame as Dave Riley is not in DRS, so he needs to work with hopefully the Aston boys can work with him and catch back up, but going deep there is not going to help you at all there. So we're already starting to see splits in the pace gap as Riley's really struggling, as Basin now is actually the Mercedes catching up. Is Mercedes going to be able to catch up to these guys and work himself back into the leading couple of packs? He's a lone wolf right now, is Basin. As expectedly so, Speechy, to be fair, he's doing a fantastic job of keeping with Pray For Ye, who's got, I think Pray For Ye has a full wing, does he? Is Pray For Ye's car perfectly okay? It is. So Speechy, again, a lot of pace here, and he's carrying wing damage, so he's going to have to, at some point, he's losing all this time being stuck behind Pray For Ye, but again, he won't be much quicker by himself anyway. We are about to find out how much faster Pray For Ye can go, actually, but he's in the 19, so we'll probably, Speechy will dispatch of Pray For Ye here. Extra straight line speed will be doing him a favour, but looks like Looney Man and Prof are actually too busy fighting with each other to actually focus on fighting Riley in front, so... Oh, hello. There's some fighting on in front in between Calvin and Corner. No, both the drivers just about to get through pretty cleanly here. Calvin, again, is his only second race, first race in the lead, so hasn't actually got any racing knowledge of how these guys fight. Caught Andre there, is yielded. Andre, you think, maybe saw the situation about, you know, I don't need to fight this. I need to stay within a second of the lead car. So, you know, race IQ coming into play there for Andre, who realises what's at stake here. Calvin's having to charge his battery that might actually give Arbeg Dory the gap he needs to get away. So let's see what happens, see how switched on Calvin is here. I think based on the attitude of the car and his pace, I'm sure this is not his first rodeo. As Andre shuffling out of the V-carb through the final sector. Speedy picks up penalty, but Calvin does get DRS, so Calvin will be safe to go. Probably just do a bit of charging here. He's doing the DRS glitch, so he's doing the right thing, charging that back trip end of the straight. As he's not, I mean, Arbeg Dory wasn't doing that for sure, so it's absolutely the right thing for Calvin to do there, as he's catching back up to Arbeg Dory. Have a lot of penalties given out, so that's 4 penalties so far for corner cuts. But yeah, he's done a good job there as Calvin will catch him back up. Squaring the corner off, he's already issued some great race IQ from these top 3 so far. I mean, Arbeg Dory and Calvin had a bit of a scrap with each other, but then just kind of thought, you know what, I don't need to race this right now, so that's just said Andre, I want to stay with the leader. I want to make sure I have a shot at the win here, and letting someone go is absolutely not the right idea. Now, fortunately, if that did happen, Arbeg Dory would be by himself, so he wouldn't have been able to DRS share with any of the drivers. The problem is if 2 drivers get away. If 2 drivers get away from you, and then they're both in, you know, in the DRS sharing, you kind of buggered really, because you haven't got the pace. You can't do it. You know, you can't. You're not going to be as fast over a lap on the same set of tyres. It's unlikely. So I'm expecting here as Arbeg Dory is trying his best to break the toe. I don't think there's any problems with this right now. Is he going to go for it? Calvin to the outside, he's probably going to do the DRS blip. Yeah, he is. Bit of saving at the end, gets it stopped. Bit of a lock-up, but no harm done. Looney Man gets down the inside of F1 Riley and Prophecies. Oh, as he's Looney Man losing the rear. Nearly a brake check there from Looney Man, but it's let his teammate back through. The teamwork between the Aston Martin drivers here to keep the 2 Mercedes at bay is fantastic work so far. There's nothing Dave can do. You know, Looney Man made a mistake, Dave got boxed in, and that was it. And now they got Prof back in front of Dave. So, great teamwork by the Aston Martin boys, who, you know, currently haven't got the pace to catch up to the leading group. Dave Riley might well have, or with Basin as well behind. But, you know, if this is the best these guys can do, they're going for hell for leather to try and make sure they keep it. So I'm assuming that they're not really taking much of a chance here to charge. Just have a look at the attitude of both the Astons. I mean, Dave's Mercedes looks slightly better in terms of the how we're seeing the response from the car. So I expect here that Prof will be able to dispatch of Looney Man, but Dave Riley has actually caught up loads. So Dave Riley will probably get behind both here. DRS open, and you've got no answer there from Prof at all. Prof will be boxed in behind his teammate as Dave Riley is behind both. Dave Riley there doing the right thing and just having to, oh fucking hell, it's going 3 abreast. What are they playing at? Basin probably trying to harvest the semi here, seeing what's going on in front of him, as his teammates managed to take the lead of this pack, and Basin's caught back up in it, and you know, that's the Martin boys licking their wounds as again they're kind of, you know, they're working together, but not enough, as Basin's seeing this and thinking, well, shit, good news, you know. He's clear of Speechy behind. I don't know how Speechy's lap times are. Speechy's not lapping quick enough, really, I thought, to make it work. But the lap times were all over the place. I mean, Speechy was a 19.7. Admittedly, he's working with Pray For Ye, but both those drivers in the 19s, and you got some people in the 21s. So Driver was all over the place in terms of the pace with these guys fighting. Speechy's admittedly not out of this yet. He will need a new front wing when he boxes, but when? You know, this is you know, this race isn't over even for Speechy yet. If there's a safety car at the right, I think Pray For You just made a mistake actually. I think he did. I'll check the final sector split as we'll see between Speechy. Yeah, this is a box. Yeah, this is a box for Pray For Ye. New front wing, make sure you set it to yes. Whatever you do, mate, set it to yes, please. Otherwise, you'll have a new front wing set. See if Pray For Ye has set the change wing to yes. Have they got a new one for him? Yes, they have. So that's good news. As Speechy, he's now a lone wolf now. He's got to do all this by himself. Any fighting on in front is Dave Riley. No on base. Dave Riley's starting to get away. Basin hasn't got the legs. The two Astons a little licking their wounds. As Andre made a mistake last lap, so Andre's now lost out to these two in front. Don't know if it's a pace issue. Is he coping with some damage? I'll have a look at his front wing in a minute when I get a proper camera shot of it. No, it looks like everything's still intact. So I'm surprised. I'm wondering if Andre just maybe went a bit deep somewhere. He lost. He's matching them in the middle sector, so it looks like he hasn't not carrying any damage at least, but he's just carrying. I don't know if there's an issue with performance or fuck knows, to be honest, but this is now become a two-horse race between Arbeck Dory and Calvin. There's Andre in the pits. Andre's taking the chance to box now, so Andre will probably at least undercut and catch up to this group once more, as Calvin managed to keep in front of Arbeck Dory for the whole of that straight. So again, it's good for them to note that, you know, I think Arbeck Dory thinks, well, I need to have a run him somewhere on the race, you know, when am I going to get a chance to come by? So Arbeck Dory, look, Calvin just filling his mirrors. I don't think Calvin is particularly interested at the moment. I mean, he's just charged his car. He's just, you know, he's thinking, well, you know, do I need to do much here? Again, look at that, nice use of the road. Speechy picks up another 6 seconds now for Speechy. I appreciate you're carrying damage, mate, but you really are having a rough day with this, aren't you, buddy? Be good to see, and I will be able to keep an eye on it. The gap to the leader of what is it, 34? God knows. It'll update in a minute. I can view it on here, can't I? What is it? Detail, no, interval, leader. 24.7. So that is what will be the answer. Is that gap going to come down by enough? If that's about 22 seconds, we've got a race on our hands between the Cordano will bring himself back into it. So that's what we need to keep our eyes out for the time being. As Looney Man boxes, Basin stays out, does get DRS. Speechy gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Unbelievable. So it goes from bad to worse for the Ferrari. He's going to have to carry that with him for the rest of the race, and I doubt he'll get that removed. That's disappointing, that is. So, real shame. Real shame. Can I see anybody's... I think I can see Calvin's tyre, actually. What is Calvin's tyre wear? I should be able to see that if I change my screen. I can. That's not fucking right. There's no way that's true. I mean, less than... So the medium's apparently only at 30% tyre wear, which is ridiculously well managed tyre wear. I mean, 30% over... You know, that's less than 3% a lap. So, you know, quite frankly, awesome tyre conservation from Calvin. I don't know if that's strictly true, but I have to find out. He is staying out another lap. Have we got anybody else who's got full delta? Who else got on full data right now? Alligator is the next man on full data. Well, I know I have him somewhere on here. There he is. Yeah, Alligator's tyres again, 8 laps, so they're wearing about just over 2% a lap. So tyre wear is down on where we expect it to be for this race. So Andre will be happy with that because he can potter about under his own steam here, as he's got that gap down to 22.7, so he is catching them. And the longer these two continue to fight each other or continue to not box, the closer it'll be when they exit the pit lane. But it doesn't feel like the mediums are that bad on tyre wear today, which is good news. curious to see what happens here then. Looks actually a prof. I didn't realise I was too busy looking at strategy, but Basin managed to get in front of prof. And these two are still going round, so, you know, Riley, Basin and Prof have all been fighting. We've got Looney Man is going to be, again, you know, fighting for the... you know, we'll probably undercut Basin, Riley and Prof and get ahead of them all. Here we go, as they're actually starting to box now. Basin's stayed out another lap. So, Prof's come in. Dave Riley is also clear. Andre will come by. Where's Looney Man in orbit? This is what matters. This is what matters. Is he gonna? So he's passed his teammate, but has he? No, he hasn't. So he hasn't jumped F1 Riley though. Look at that gap, 2.8 seconds between Looney Man and F1 Riley. So either Looney Man made a mistake before he boxed or something, but I didn't realise that there was such a gap. So impressive work. Oh shit! What the fuck? Carnage has happened behind here. I thought there was some sort of contact between these two. I don't know what happened, but Pray for Ye just kind of got ponged off the side of Speechy. Don't know what happened there, but interesting to see if there's any maybe warnings for contact. But let's have a look as Arbeg Dory decides to pit. So Arbeg Dory in the pit lane now. We're just shy of half distance. Maybe a couple more laps to go, and the guys would have done half distance on the mediums. So they should know by now that the hards will go to the end, unless Calvin's trying something different. Is he trying the softs? I just can't believe he'd be doing that, as Andre has jumped. That's a massive undercut. Andre is 2 seconds clear, and he was, I think, 3 seconds behind our big Dory, so he's taken 5 seconds out of what was the Astons are Astoning again. They're kind of working with each other like a little bit, but maybe not enough. Sorry, as Bason's now boxed and stayed with the fight. Riley's 3.7 seconds clear, so Riley now is not on the hunt for anything. I think he's just on the hunt to maintain his P4 and keep clear of the cars behind. So, and he had a much better lap than Prof did as well. 7/10 faster than Prof did last lap, as Mystery picks up yet another penalty for track limit violations. Arbeg Dory, I think, will probably catch Andre soon. And there comes Calvin. So Calvin is in now. Calvin's got to do 20 laps on these tyres. So he will come out behind Arbeg Dory. He'll come out behind Andre. But where and for how long? Is that Alligator he's just jumped in? So Alligator has unlapped himself, I think. I think he has. Yeah, Alligator has unlapped himself. Calvin comes out. It does come out, I think, in just outside of DRS of Arbeg Dory, but that's not a problem, as these three will begin to converge on each other. It's Prof and Looney Man fighting again. Bason's just taking in the sights, not really interested, and that's okay. Pray for Ye, not in any attitude to go for a move on Speechy either. No. So pray for you didn't see an opportunity there to maybe make amends for if there was some sort of contact on lap 16, but no. You can look for it here. No, he's not. So again, pray for you. Not interested in going by, but he's got a lot of battery saved up, so he will be making the move. He'll be going for a move on Speechy at some point. Let's see. So what's where now? So F1 Riley is just still kind of gapping the cars behind as they're all fighting. I mean, Basin right now is in a good position here. He's getting towed along by the cars around him. He doesn't really pray if he gets a penalty for corner cutting, but that's not going to ruin his race, I don't think. At the moment, he's 15 seconds clear of the next car. Only be a problem for a safety car, to be honest. Looks like, you know, I think Basin needs to go for a move. He looks like he is. He's got a much better exit than the Aston has. Basin pulling to the right hand side. He's going to keep the Aston as close to the side as he can to box him in. He's cleared him already. Unbelievable. Straight line speed. Basin is going to go for two of them. Is he going to jump in behind the Aston? Stays behind the first one. Yeah, good effort. The right thing to do. There's no point going for another move and wasting any more time. Has he got the move done? Basin going to have DRS open. He's just not going for it. He's been kind of forced to because Looney Man's put the charge on. Basin to the inside. Looney Man breaks late. Bit of a no bump there as Looney Man continues to kind of... They're still racing fair here so far. Let's cut to the... Looney Man clears him. Looney Man defends that position nicely. And Prof now catches back up. He's managed to charge a bit of battery behind this little fight, but Looney Man doing the right thing there, and all fair racing between these three so far. They've been a pleasure to watch. I think as Basin will begin to square up again. He can't be going for it here. No, he's just trying to charge his battery a bit. Right idea. Prof still catching up, but all this time they're wasting. I mean, the gap now is 6.6 seconds to Riley. I'll check the lap at the end of this. Calvin sets his personal best of a 17.3. Riley sets a 17.6. And where do these guys come out? 19. So it's 2 seconds faster. Riley has been than this little fight, but it doesn't really surprise me because they're just kind of too busy fighting each other and not focus on the target in front. I mean, Riley just, you know, needs to bring him. Oh, Prof nearly bins it going wide into turn one. I probably touched some grass for the first time in about 3 months. Yeah, well done there from Basin, who manages to maintain. Nearly getting away, actually. These two guys are fucking... They have executed a swap as Prof gets in front of Looney Man. I'm assuming Looney Man has not got any energy. Neither of them have any energy yet. Basin has the most energy out of the three, and he's nearly got that gap to a second. Basin must realise he has a chance to escape here, as the gap's 9/10 of a second. Will he get away before DRS detection? No, he won't. But he's stretching out the gap between these guys. Bit of a break just to help maintain that tyre wear. But he's 7 seconds behind his teammate now, so... Mad job, as Riley is kind of maintaining decent pace. 18.0 for Andre, 17.4 for our big Dory, 0.6 for Calvin, 0.5 for Riley. So Riley is fastest, well, fast in the group. I don't think it means to be catching these guys anytime soon, but I think this our big Dory Andre fight is about to get good, and I think Calvin will be just realising what's going on. I think he'll be seeing... You know, we'll kind of be keeping an eye on that gap. He will see the gap to the cars in front of him and think, right, okay, what can I do in this situation? Can I, you know, when can I catch these guys? As I think Speechy and Pray for Ye continue their stint-long fight. You know, basically to work out who's finishing 8th, because they're not going anywhere else really. I mean, Mystery's 20 seconds behind, teammates nowhere. Alligators, bless his heart, is going to fall to a lap down here at some point. I think he's supposed to be thinking at some point, when do I give my teammate DRS for the lap, and you know, what do I do from there? Alligator is you know, there's no point in... You are going to still get points finishing 12th, Alligator, but you're not going to finish a lap down. But when does he give his teammate any assistance? Because our big Dory now, I think, will be going for a move on Andre. Let's take a look. What's going to happen? No, our big Dory's just stale. He's gone late. Our big Dory decided to go late there as he's... Gets into turn one. Andre hasn't got anywhere to go. Bit of contact, but nothing bad. Let's have a look. He won't get the run here, as Andre must know he hasn't got the run on our big Dory because of double DRS. No. So we'll stay behind for this lap. Charge his battery. So I think, you know, Alligator needs to try and push away because he doesn't want to give the wrong cars. Blue flags are now being waved for him. I think he'll be ghosted ever so soon. But he doesn't want to give our big Dory DRS and help out his, you know, the rival really, and give him DRS. But yeah, this is mad. Dave Riley now has dropped off the back of this list, so he must have made a mistake. I think he lost a second and a half to the Calvin Andre fight. As Andre's seeing this, Andre will be aware of what's going on. As where's Alligator gone? Has he yielded? He has. Alligator's yielded the fight. Alligator's given DRS to Calvin, I think. So well timed there. Our big Dory sets a personal best of a 16.9. Calvin got DRS on Alligator, so he won't really lose any time this lap, as Andre hasn't got the legs to catch up down this straight. Nice and late on the brakes. Let's go Prey on track, still P5 possible. At the moment, hey Stocker, also how you doing? Hope you're okay, mate. Hope you've recovered from Sunday's little carnage. Yeah, so in terms of Pray for Ye, he's 6 seconds off with 9 seconds of penalties, Stocker. So currently, I don't think, you know, he's 6.5 seconds off this P5 fight, and his current pace, he's matching the cars in front of him, I think, and him and Speechy are still fighting for P8 and P9. So, has there been contact? There has. I think, has there been contact in front, or have I just seen a badly timed gap change on my screen? I haven't, no. So the gap hasn't changed. I saw something wrong. It was giving me information on gaps that clearly was a bit incorrect, so I know that the second screen I've got isn't perfect. It gives me enough for representation, but not the best one. Here we go then. Calvin goes purple. Calvin got saved by Alligator's DRS. He's just to charge his battery. He's doing the right strat here, charging up. So he knows he's in the fight now. He's done exactly what he needs to do, and he lapped nearly a second quicker than the cars in front of him. As I think this is just Royal Rush's Royal Rumble. So Royal Rumble's boxed again for his second or third second stop. Understandably so. A bit of lag. Don't know if that's me or the game. I think we're all okay. A little bit of lag going on, but no major problems. Unless the host, no, everyone's kind of going around quick enough, so I think we're all okay. But no, I think that's it. Sorry, I was kind of a bit distracted here as Andre retakes the lead at Arbeg Dory. Probably a wrong point to do this, because you're going to lose out to both the drivers here behind you, mate. So, who are on much younger tyres, 4 or 5 laps younger. So I think got 14 people in chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 13 people, including myself. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. As we've got a 3-way fight for the lead with 12 laps to go, as these guys have been, well, I mean, fantastic together. They've kind of, as our commentator's curse here dictates, there could be some contact between these guys, as Andre manages to maintain P1 by just squeezing Arbeg Dory to the inside. Calvin's got no requirement to go for a move here either. Arbeg Dory doesn't see the chance, so Andre is just charging his battery and backing up, because there's nothing else he needs to do here. Andre just needs to, you know, hopefully cause some fighting between the cars behind him. I mean, his tyres are 4 laps older, he doesn't really see the point. He's 7 seconds clear of the next car. You know, he doesn't like, well, I don't need to fight this really, do I? I can back these guys up, see if I can cause some fighting. As Arbeg Dory goes deep, takes a warning in the process, I think, to kind of recover, but exactly what I meant. Arbeg Dory is having to thought about going up the inside, but a little bit of oversteer there, a bit of complacency from the McLaren driver. As we've now, this is, you know, unbelievable bit of racing going on between these three. As Dave Riley probably saw a lot of distance on the track, as I think that's Mystery boxing, and it'll be coming a lap down. So as Arbeg Dory, I think, is going to take the lead as Andre goes to the right, picks up the DRS, so if something's on the slipstream, Andre has to yield down the inside. Everyone gets it stopped. This is fantastic racing between these three drivers here. I think Calvin's kind of writing his name in the books for Elite, for a championship later on down the line. I think if in another season, there's absolutely no doubt that Andre and Arbeg Dory have kept him honest today. So I mean, a fantastic first Elite race from Calvin so far. He's done everything he needs to do to stay in this fight. All respectable from the top 3, and maybe a couple of questionable moments, but nothing really worth reporting, nothing worth losing sleep about. As Andre, his tyres will be slightly worse for wear. I'll quickly check on Calvin's tyres, because I'll be able to see those. I mean, they're not wearing out at all, are they? Apparently they're only 10% worn. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently they're only 10% worn, so tyre wear is really, really low today, according to the sim dashboard. As again, he hasn't. Calvin's done enough of what he needs to do to stay in front for another lap on these guys, and his tyres are the youngest. He can afford to lead and kind of stretch out the gap to cars behind if he can get away with it. He's probably the fastest man on track out of this group here. I think Arbeck Dory, I think, needs to kind of get in front to slow him down. He needs to... Is he nearly Arbeck Dory? He's having to work overtime to keep in the back of this Alpine. Andre's probably what's going on. There is a lapped car here. I think it's Royal Rumble, is it? No, it's N Mystery. So Mystery, I think when the time's right, will go through on these guys. So that's Royal Rumble in front, bless him, who's had... The Haas drivers have not had a good race at all. Bless their hearts. So Royal Rumble, I think, will be finishing P10 here and P11 for Mystery. But if Mystery can do it at the right time, he is able to unlap himself, and I think he will on the straight. He is ghosted, so there's no need to be worrying about pushing too hard here, mate. You could just kind of, you know, take your time. He's not taking any time at all. 17.8. He's going to push by Cordonneau, who actually has lost DRS. So Cordonneau has lost DRS on the cars in front, so that is interesting. So now, it depends on how Calvin wants to play this, but Calvin now has the chance here to maybe dispatch of Andre. Andre won't get DRS here from the Haas driver, but he will be able to stay with him. If the Haas driver can keep his foot down for long enough, he should be able to clear the blue flag. Can't do it. Is that Dave Riley in the pit lane? It is. Dave Riley has boxed once more. Did he pick up damage? Or did he get some soon? Because I mean, that's surprising. That is, for a double stop there for Riley. I mean, he was on his way to a perfectly possible P4. How far is he off his group? It's 12 seconds. I mean, he's not making that up in this lap, is he? I mean, he's got... Yeah, he's not making... So what happened there? Dave Riley has fucked himself royally there, I think, taking a pit stop, unless he got some sort of heavy damage, but I didn't see a yellow on the track or anything pop up, so that is interesting. Back to the race in hand as Arbeck Dory retakes the lead. Andre manages to get back in DRS of these two, so we'll probably take this time to charge his battery a bit and recoup. Again, the tyre wear doesn't seem to be severe according to what I'm reading on the sim dash, but I don't know if that data is true or false or not, but it's certainly not been a problem so far. They're kind of definitely wearing just over 1% a lap at the moment, maybe less than 2. But tyre wear is not severe so far. It could be the track temp's not particularly high. It's not very warm. About 23 degrees track temp, I think, is what I saw on a dash. Unbelievable. I don't really know what's going on. I mean, Basin, sorry, I'm going to stick on board with this little fight here as Basin, Prof and Looney Man have spent God knows how much time here just fighting. You know, I mean, Prof right now is sitting pretty here for a P4 finish. Prof has not got a penalty, so unless commentators curse, decide to give him one, but currently Prof can bring this home in P4 and not bring up pen and sit behind these two guys and be happy about it. I think he'd probably want to do it on track, but it'd be good for him to know about that penalty, so... There's a quick sip of my drink while these guys are all fighting with each other again. Oh, we got a yellow on track. I'm going to pause myself real quick. Someone stopped. It's Mystery. Again, with the most impatient recovery back to track I think I've seen in I don't know how long. Alright, I'll take 2 minutes now whilst these... What? Right. Okay, so here we are now. I've returned a bit of time, and Mystery, I think, will be taking this chance, I think, to retire. He hasn't had a good day in the office. I don't know if he actually retired or not to us, but everyone's going quicker. Is this Cordano? Andre is in the pit lane. Why? Is the tyre wear worse than we thought? Or is he going fastest lap? I don't know. There's no new wing going on the car. Medium tyres. Is the tyre wear just that bad? As someone's in the pit lane, I think it must be retired from the track. No, it's not. No. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Is the tyre wear really that bad? I just don't know. Cordano has come out P6. As Dave Riley is undercut. This isn't going to be. There's no way the tyre wear's worse than what I'm being told on my game. Maybe I don't know. I mean, it'd be good to get some kind of reason as to why Andre's boxed. I mean, he was pretty happy up there in P3, maybe fighting for P2. I mean, I don't see a reason why we're going to get Calvin and Arbeck-Dory to start boxing now. So super weird that these guys have boxed, but I don't think it picked up any damage. It'd be good to get an idea as to why he did that, though. As now Andre is going to be catching hand over fist to this fight, and I correct myself. Actually, is F1 Riley fighting now? Riley's now in the hunt as well for this fight. He's caught 2 seconds a lap as Riley's been catching. Mystery takes penalty as being the pit lane. He's retired from the session again. I don't why you do that. He's missed out on valuable points there. He's finished 12th. Seems a bit silly that's the case, but anyway, back to this. F1 Riley now has got a chance at P3. Cordano, Andre, should be able to recover to P3 here with 5 or 6 laps to go. He's going to be 2 seconds a lap quicker on tyres. Should be able to walk these guys as he's going for an interesting way around the some small complex here as Basin yields to Looney Man. This is turning out to be a great fight. This could all be over. I mean, the fact he's got 5 cars all fighting for the same sector of tarmac could cause safety car, and this could all throw it all together in different position here as Andre dispatches of Prof just lets him go. Andre now is going to be all over the back of Basin and realise how much later he's going to have to brake than Andre. Look at this, Andre's practically pushing the Mercedes around the track here. Shows the difference in grip between these tyres. Look at the exit he's got. Andre opens the bar early. He's going to have nearly be in front of him before the fucking DRS. But look at this straight line performance of that Mercedes as he's just disappeared. Believable. He hasn't got the pace. Andre has had to, hasn't got the pace on Basin down a straight. He does get it into turn 1 and gets it stopped nicely. Unbelievable. So I think, look at this. I mean, Basin just hasn't got the legs. Unless Basin can make this work on the brakes, I think it's unlikely. He's basically going to try this anyway. He is going to yield. Basin has to yield there. Andre goes back into P3. And just disappears off. That's him gone. Right, so Andre, managed to keep P3. Maybe he sees fast laps on and he knows I'm not going to win this. Very interesting though. I think Dave Riley though is on a chance to actually recover his race here. Bear in mind he was fighting for P4 and that's maybe what he's going to do here. Unless he's done this to help Basin out and try and basically back these guys up. I mean, Basin now has picked up 6 seconds of penalties. Compared to Looney Man's 3, and Prof hasn't got any. Neither's Dave Riley. So I don't know what this tyre wear is. If I'm reading it wrong, I'm going to probably ask the question at the end of the race as to why people have got tyre wear like this, though. But unbelievable scenes. taking this all in really is to see why people did that. So there is a yellow flag on track. I think that's Royal Rumble has made a mistake and he's come out in front of Alligator. So Alligator will see a chance at an overtake here. Let's see what happens. And these could be fireworks here as these guys start lap 33. I think that's going to be the case. No DRS for Alligator. He's going to go for the move anyway. He might see a chance actually. He's got nowhere to go. Goes to the inside line. I think Royal Rumble's got nowhere to go on this. Yeah, have to let that one slide here as Royal Rumble is he's going to see if he can square the corner off. Maybe he can actually, those mediums. Probably no, he hasn't got the legs for it. No, and the rear end of that Haas. Not happy. So Alligator. Interesting defending there, but again, gets it stopped. No problem done as Andre's dispatched of this. F1 Riley, though, hasn't caught him as much as I'd expect. That gap, that pace gain is not as much as it was anymore. I think he'll be there shortly. I think as Basin is kind of in this battle, probably helping back them up, back everybody up. I think Basin will be quick to let Riley go here, but I'll be intrigued to see what happens. I mean, I don't know what happened really as to why people pit again. As Arbeg Dory now, I think, has just fallen outside of DRS of Calvin. He has. It's taking him all this time, but 2 laps to go. Arbeg Dory is no longer in DRS of Calvin, and Calvin's got a slightly better straight line speed setup than Arbeg Dory has. So unless Arbeg Dory can get a decent lap 35 put together, I think this could be Calvin's win. Let's just see as Riley jumps past Prof into turn down the back straight. Basin, I expect, will yield here. Where's Basin? Basin takes P4. Is Dave Riley going to go for a move down the inside? No, he's not, but Prof is going to look for it. Prof hasn't got a chance here. I think Dave Riley is going to maybe try the team game. Is he here? He's going to get a run on the Aston. No, he's not. No run. He hasn't got the battery. He's turned it off. He's got to go for a dive. Surely is Riley. No. What? Unbelievable. He left the DRS off and has left his teammate to fend for himself. He must have to try something different. Dave here has got to back up. He's got to get in front of Looney Man and back him up to help his teammate out. He's got to do his teammate a favour here, surely. What can he do? And again, we started the final lap of the race now. I'm not watching this, but again, you have Arbeg Dory has not caught Calvin. I think unless Calvin makes a mistake, this is his to win here, as F1 Riley has pretty obviously, I think, will take the lead of this pack into P4 here, but he's left his teammate high and dry. I don't know if it was probably not deliberate, but maybe just didn't know. There's DRS wide open here for F1 Riley. He dispatches a Looney Man. Dave Riley here needs to make sure he takes his position and just backs up. Let's see how late he wants to leave the brakes, as there's been contact between the two drivers. I don't know if that was a Looney Man trying to go for a turning in when it wasn't on, but we'll see. But I've got to let this unfold. I don't think Looney Man sees a chance here. No, he doesn't. No. So this is it now. I think this will be status quo here. I think Riley needs to back up these guys as best as he can, do it fairly. I'm going to cut to the leading pack here, as it's Calvin and Arbeg Dory have had a dominant race. Appreciate that, Cordano has managed to as an extra stop, but this has been it. Calvin, take a bow, sunshine. This is your first race in Elite and you've won it. Congratulations, mate. Calvin takes the victory. F1 Riley picks up 3 seconds as Looney Man's in the barrier. Looney Man in the barrier then for something perhaps controversial. Picks up a penalty. I don't know what happened there, but I have to see what happened there. But yeah, Calvin, awesome drive. Calvin takes the victory there. Yeah, I mean, credit to the top 2 today. Yeah, pray for ye. Yeah, bye lol, says Payson. No, I think he's staying in the tier, mate. He's staying in the tier. I think he won't move up another one because he didn't run rings round Harbeg Dory. He did win the race, but yeah, tidy drive. Yeah, no, well done there. Just asking Andre as to why he boxed dry, see if I can get a message off him. But yeah, I mean, well done. So, well, that's it. I mean, I'm a bit. Yeah, I mean, first credit due to Calvin there. I mean, having an awesome race. I mean, check his consistency in the race as well. Just kept it clinical, really, for the remainder of the race. Just did everything he needed to do. Great win. Had low fuel rather than coast. I thought a tyre change would be better. Yeah, decent idea, Riley. Yeah, well done though. Was a P5 in the end. Well done, mate. Harbeg Dory finishes in P2 with an impressive drive. Cordano again with an extra pit stop, but again finishes P3. Prof takes home P4. And then you've got Riley with an extra stop P5, Basin P6, Looney Man 7th, Yee 8th, Speechy 9th, Alligator 10th, Royal Rumble 11th, and then Mystery taking up with a DNF. So, yeah, that was a great race. That was by Calvin. I mean, well done, mate. First outing, great drive. And I think Harbeg Dory knows that he's got someone to look out for next season. I think I don't actually know how it works, but I suspect that those two will become quite good rivals very soon. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And again, I will. Hopefully, I think Mick will probably be back next week as well. So it'll probably be the two of us again. So yeah, I've been Stiggy. I hope you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you soon.